guess I did take some risks. I trained a little bit differently. I was a little too honest sometimes. The media is useless.
You were out of control.
But not always.
If a denture were to be put under a microscope, we can see all the bacteria that still exists. Polident's unique MicroClean formula works in just 3 minutes, killing 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria for a cleaner, fresher, brighter denture every day.
Let's go! 50 Omaha, set hot. Right there, nice.
Losing feeling in my toes. Nothing beats that new car smell. Chicken parm, you taste so good.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
With an itch or irritation, you want to be free of it fast. The power of Cortisone 10 gives you fast relief with the strongest non-prescription itch medicine, plus 7 healing moisturizers.
Now I'm itch-free.
It's good to be free. Cortisone 10. Feel the heal.
Eczema can just really put a damper on a lot of things. Constant itching and scratching. I'm not myself.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief Cream. Used daily, it's proven to relieve 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief really works.
There's no obligation, so call toll-free at 1-800-200-6120.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
52 minutes past the hour. Time now for your winter weather update.
Yes, and for that we turn to a very special person, Tom Nizzle. He's in the lab. Tom, Northeast set to really see some winter weather for the back half of the weekend.
Oh man, a good part of the eastern half of the nation. This is going to be a messy, very complicated winter pattern from Winter Storm Frona. On the west side or the cold side of the system, icing, a wintry mix, and snow a little further west where the cold air stays in place here. On the east side, a lot of moisture and warm air going to be brought northeastward into New England, so that by Sunday we're going to change over to all rain. Let's see how this plays out. Here is the wintry mix, and going into the Saturday time frame, snow well back over the central plains, an icy mix going across the upper Midwest here, including places like Chicago, back into Kansas City. Into Saturday night, KC changes back to snow, but now in New England, there's enough cold air in place that we're going to override that cold air, produce a wintry mix and some icing in interior New England, and snow up into places like Maine where the cold air is deeper. Look at Sunday. This all changes into rainfall here as your temperatures in places like Boston really skyrocket well into the 40s. So take a look at the snowfall in the Northeast from Frona. Farther north where the air is coldest, we're going to see 8 to 12 inches of snow. That's going to be in the Saturday night, Sunday morning time frame. In this part of southern New England, upstate New York, Saturday night, you could get some significant snow. But by Sunday, when those temperatures warm up, a lot of this may even melt away. Here is the hourly forecast for Boston. This is going through Saturday afternoon and overnight. So late in the day on Saturday, the temperatures around the freezing mark. We start with that snow, but then the warm air comes in overnight, and look what happens. By 5 a.m. Sunday morning, the temperature's already up to 41 degrees. Well, that's not going to stay around for very long. The temperature will warm up. This is Saturday into Sunday, but poised way back here toward the North Pole is our next batch of Arctic air. This is going to move its way down across the Canadian prairies and across the Great Lakes region into the middle of next week. This is going to be a really cold shot of air, and as a result of that, temperatures are going to plummet across the area. Look at Chicago. Their high temperature for Wednesday right now is forecast not to get above 0. That's how cold it will be. The silver lining, that cold air is going to move through relatively quickly. It will begin to rebound in Chicago. About a day later, you're going to see those same types of conditions with a much colder temperatures across New England. And again, by Thursday morning, Boston will top out in the teens, some 20 degrees below where they normally should be this time of the year. Anna Rinus, a lot of winter weather to talk about. I'll send it back over to you.
We're all celebrating the start of a new year, but possibly not the fact that we still have a few months left of winter. So to keep us warm during those dark winter days, we've brought on tech expert Katie Linendahl to join us here this morning on AMHQ. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for being here. You have a lot of great gadgets. I want to start with this though, because this just blew my mind.
Absolutely. Let's talk about any glove. And you know from personal experience, touchscreen compatible gloves can be very expensive and very hard to find, sometimes upwards of $50 and $60. Now with any glove formula, it's only $15. And the formula lasts you a really long time. It works for knit. It also is a formula for leather. You put 2 coats on your gloves, like index finger or your thumb.
Right here.
Now your gloves are touchscreen compatible.
And how much is this?
$15.
As opposed to a $50 pair of gloves that you're going to lose anyway.
And then do it for the whole fam, too.
Yeah.
And get the cheapies for like $2 gloves.
Great stocking stuffer for next year. Okay, moving along, wearables to keep you warm.
Wearables to keep you warm. Heated rechargeable scarf. This couldn't get any better.
Yep,
couldn't get
Dina,
any softer.
our model.
Micro fleece, super soft. And what's nice is there's 3 different temperature settings. This baby here is from frontgate.com. And you can change the settings depending on how warm you want to get. And again, going to keep you warm all winter season.
Are you sweating yet? No. Okay, that's awesome. Good. Toasty. This I love because you can relax after coming home from work or the gym by just popping this up in the microwave.
Absolutely, and I'm a big fan of Brookstone. I work over there as an inventor and ambassador, and this is cool because this is the TheraSpa. Yes, it's going to relieve muscle tension, going to relieve cramps, and just de-stress you. And what's nice is you put this in the microwave just for a few minutes. If you want a little warmer, you put it in for a little longer.
Ooh, it smells good.
12 natural aromatic ingredients inside here, too. It's going to stay on if you want to walk around, smell good, and just really keep you comfy on those cold winter days.
Staying on the warm trend, you have something for runners.
Oh, baby, I'm a huge runner, and I always have my earphones on, and my ears are cold.
Okay.
Meet one of my new favorite gadgets. These are run phones. They're $100 from ThinkGeek.com. Keep your ears warm, but there's speakers inside. And by the way, you can actually wash this too. So just take the speakers out. Super comfy,
Amazing.
10 to 12 hours of run time, and lots of extra run time staying warm.
And of course, what's a holiday without spirits?
Ah, this baby's awesome from Brookstone, under $20.
Can I go?
Fits 2 full beers, pop and pour. You just pop it open. There's a bottle opener on the bottom.
Clearly, I've never popped open a beer in my life.
It's all right, go for it. Pop it open on the bottom and then go ahead and fill that beer
all right, why don't you
right
try
up.
it?
I'll show you how it's done. Just take it underneath.
There it is.
Pop, has a magnetic bottom, and then we go
This is
and
why
fill it up.
she's the expert. On this note, we're going to leave you with some New Year cheer.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Look at that, I have like 4 eyes.
I'm flabbergasted.
You're stunningly disappointed in her.
She couldn't open up a beer. However, she can do anything, but not that. It doesn't matter. Love her.
My husband has the flip flops with the bottle opener underneath, and my brother actually, and my cousins too.
That's a gift that keeps on giving. All right, folks, thanks for being here. You've certainly been a gift. Thanks for watching AMHQ this morning.
Make it a great day, great weekend. Chris Warren and Jen Carfagno up next for Weather Center Live. Woo-hoo.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower. High 80, winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds, low 72, winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 82, winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter storm Frona, bringing ice and rain to parts of Texas and Oklahoma. We've got some freezing rain out there right now, seeing the effects around Oklahoma City and in West Texas.
Starting out to be a dangerous morning, and this weekend, a lot of people are going to be keeping an eye, of course, on the roads. And what else is happening, whether you're there or not, there's some big football games this weekend.
Oh, yes, they are. We've got the forecast. Could rain affect some of the big playoff matchups? We've got it all right here. They're barking. There they go.
There they are. Cue the bark.
You know it. You would be howling too.
That's right.
The swimmers took an icy plunge in icy waters in Warwick, Rhode Island. We're going to check out what is now a New Year's tradition for a good cause.
Thank you for joining us today. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. I'm Chris Warren.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. A lot going on again this morning, and we are looking at more freezing rain in some of the same spots that we saw it yesterday.
And it's going to be a busy weekend as well. When we talk about the weather, there's a lot going on. Winter Storm Frona is still causing some problems. There's all sorts of different sides to this storm. Ice is a big one, and that's what that is, the glaze.
You see that glaze on that windshield there on that car? We're going to be dealing with more of that, and not just today. It continues tonight and tomorrow. Got a lot going on here. Plus, we've got rain and thunderstorms and then snow and then more cold. Chris, it doesn't end.
There's all sorts of stuff happening. A lot of this is happening right now as far as where the rain and where that rain is freezing on contact to objects. That's the freezing rain. It looks wet, but sometimes you can see streets and areas that look wet, but they're actually ice,
you know what?
Sheet of ice.
It always worries me. Front steps and driveways. That's where people break their wrists. You know, they break their hip, they're walking, they don't think it's going to be icy, and it's that first step that gets you every time. So here's your heads up that we have freezing rain out there this morning. A lot of folks are sleeping in a bit, right? It's still a holiday vacation for some.
A lot of people not working today.
Just now be getting going this morning, so we're going to show you where the problem spots are.
And we're going to look at Winter Storm Frona. It is still causing some problems, still bringing that freezing rain right now.
So ice storm warnings in effect in parts of Oklahoma and Texas. And then we've got the winter weather advisories and warnings, and a lot of this happening for the first half of today.
And you can see this ice, that's where the purple is right now. And it goes through a huge portion of Texas into Oklahoma, and looking at quite a bit of ice as well.
Yeah, Wink, Texas has been freezing rain for the past couple of hours. Also, we still have some snow that we're dealing with in New Mexico, and for travelers, heads up, it's not quite yet to 40, but we're thinking it's going to get up there, so you'll have some snow to contend with. Certainly seeing it on I-25.
And then back in Texas, you can see where the green is. Temperatures are warmer than freezing. There's 30s, and then not too far away, you're in the ice, in the cold.
Yeah. Oklahoma City is an interesting one because there, temperatures are 33 in town, but it's 32 in Norman, 31 in Guthrie, so it's tough.
It's really close. So through tomorrow morning, a lot of this happening today. This is how much ice we're looking at, and this is enough ice to cause some serious problems.
0.4, nearly a half inch of ice. That will take down tree limbs, could take down power lines, so be ready for that here north of Abilene, up towards Lawton in Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we're looking at that. We're also looking here, again, as you were talking about, Jen, some areas to the south, a little bit colder, better chance for some ice. Oklahoma City, it's going to be rain, but again, watch out for a little bit of ice early on. Temperatures on the cooler side.
All right, 33 and heavy rain. Oh, what an awful forecast for you today in Oklahoma City. So we're tracking the freezing side, the potential for that icing out there from Frona, but we also have some other things to talk about.
Which is going to be the wet and then the stormy.
And then the stormy.
Let's go ahead right now and take a live look at Atlanta, and we're going to show you atop the Coca-Cola World Headquarters this morning.
This doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, quite honestly. Right?
What were you expecting?
I was expecting more dreary. Right?
They could have irised up a little bit.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did.
it looks pretty nice. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But again, as we know, looks can be deceiving. This weekend, what you see now is not what you're going to get. It is going to be stormy in the south. There's some potentially dangerous stormy weather that we're following here at the Weather Channel.
And so let's take a look at everything coming together. So this winter storm that we're tracking will happen Texas, Oklahoma, up into Missouri. But in the south, we're going to have lots of warm, moist air coming in the southeast, and that's going to mean thunderstorms.
Yeah, the ingredients are coming together. You're going to have thunderstorms, and some of these storms will dump an awful lot of water in a short amount of time. Could lead to some serious problems.
Oh, 2 to 3 inches of rain could be falling across Alabama, Tennessee. Get ready for some wet streets, and we'll be looking at that concern for severe weather.
And there is an elevated tornado threat you do need to be aware of this weekend. Tomorrow on Saturday, our Torcon, exclusive Torcon here at the Weather Channel, Tornado Condition Index. Any point within the Central Coast area, Central Gulf Coast area, within 50 miles of any point, there's a 30% chance of a tornado.
And that does include Mobile, so we want to make sure that you have a heads up for that. Again, your forecast is very stormy on Saturday. Temperatures temperatures getting into the 70s. It's going to feel almost spring-like, right? But we are looking at that risk of thunderstorms here on Saturday and a little bit of rain continuing early Sunday.
So a little bit teaser there on Friday, but Saturday is the big day to watch out for some of the strongest storms. So we're keeping an eye on the soggy, stormy, wet south.
And
but
the
also,
cold.
And the cold. There's Arctic temperatures that are going to cause some problems and are causing problems for two rivers in western Nebraska.
Look at this. Snow basically filled up the North Platte and South Platte River. It can't thaw.
If you didn't see that bridge, there's no way to know this is a river.
Right. We know.
Right? Unless you know. We know. Right. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the still picture, so much water. Now, the problem is once this starts to thaw and break up, these ice areas, these big chunks of ice can cluster together, cause ice jams, essentially damming the river now, and that could lead to some serious flooding.
But you should also know that this ice is not thick enough to walk on.
Yeah, don't want to
listen to this.
Just because it looks frozen and looks solid and stuff, it's really not that thick of an ice. There's still all the chances of falling through and stuff.
All right, so we will have to watch for any flood concerns, though, in the next coming days if there's any buildup from this. And coming up, more on Winter Storm Frona. It's delivering a holiday gift for skiers and snowboarders.
There is a bright side to things. In fact, up to 2 feet of snow, even more than that, falling in many areas, helping out the ski resorts and helping out with some nice moves here, too.
Yeah,
some cool video.
Some great skiing. Look at that.
Our eyes, they have a 200-degree range of sight, which is good for me. Hey! And bad for the Barkley twins.
Your brain can send information to the rest of your body at 268 miles an hour. 3 times the speed of a fastball.
Take care of your most important parts with Centrum. Multivitamins expertly designed with nutrients people don't get enough of from food alone. Centrum, for the most important parts of you.
I smoked a lot and quit a lot, but ended up nowhere. Now I use this.
The Nicoderm CQ patch with unique extended release technology helps prevent the urge to smoke all day.
I want this time to be my last time. That's why I choose Nicoderm CQ.
Stop by your neighborhood Ace and we'll help you get organized. 18-gallon totes, $3.99 after $1 instant savings.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Started my Camry. Picked up someone I hadn't seen in far too long. Went somewhere we'd both never been. Did something we'd both never done. And was reminded that the most important things in life aren't things, they're people.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed, slight chance of a rain shower. High 80, winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds, low 72, winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 82, winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Sir, we're going to need you on the runway.
Theraflu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. Theraflu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. Theraflu, serious power.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
When it comes to good nutrition, I'm no expert. That would be my daughter.
Hi, Dad.
She's a dietitian. And back when I wasn't eating right, she got me drinking Boost. It's got a great taste, and it helps give me the nutrition I was missing, helping me stay more like me.
Boost Complete Nutritional Drink has 26 essential vitamins and minerals, including calcium and vitamin D to support strong bones, and 10 grams of protein to help maintain muscle, all with a delicious taste.
Grandpa!
Stay strong, stay active with Boost.
All right, some new information here to the Weather Channel. In fact, breaking news right now, a rescue underway off the coast of Florida. In fact, near Key Biscayne, this near Fisher Island, close to Miami. The rescue is over. We understand a boat is completely under the water. 5 people were rescued. Miami-Dade Fire and Miami Fire are on scene, and no word yet what caused the boat to capsize and sink.
Chris, looks like we can see a little bit of it right there. Again, we'll follow this story. The rescue is complete. All 5 were rescued. Now, we go from Florida, where conditions actually very warm, as you can see, sunny, to Buffalo, New York, where we've got the lake effect snow machine that is grinding into high gear to kick off the new year. Look at that. You can't even see as we look down the street here. This was downtown Buffalo. Low visibility, a little more than an inch fell. The snow band has been shifting around a bit, but there has been areas where it's been most persistent, like around downwind of Lake Ontario. We have seen 1.5 feet. We also have more than 100 snowplows and salt trucks out in full force, as a lake effect snow advisory does remain in effect through this afternoon. All right, so we've got enough cold air to get the lake effect going, but we also have more cold air coming in. Let's talk about this next round of Arctic cold, and this is going to be North Pole Arctic cold. That's where the air is coming from. At the moment right now, we've got temperatures in the 20s, low 30s, even near 40 in Philadelphia. Not that bad, really, and actually it's warmer than yesterday at this time. Right now in Minneapolis it's 11, it's 14 in Green Bay and 24 in Chicago, and you should go outside right now because this isn't that bad. Right, Chris? I mean,
especially what's coming next week.
Considering what's coming next, let's show you. The very cold comes in to the upper Midwest and it moves into the Northeast, and then there's a shot of another round of cold air coming in about midweek too. So we have some very cold numbers by the time we get to the end of the week. A little above average today in places like Bismarck and Minneapolis, 30s and 20s for January. That's not too bad. Tomorrow either. Again, go out and enjoy it. You see what's happening in Bismarck, you get it first. Goose egg, 0 for us on Sunday. Minneapolis, 1. That's our high temperature. Okay. We're going to go sub-zero in Chicago for the first time this season. That will happen for you. And then into Monday, the cold air moves into the Northeast. That's the high in Buffalo, 20 degrees. You will get it all the way to the eastern seaboard, and you can see how cold it gets, 20, 23 degrees in Buffalo. All right, Chris.
Jen, despite the cold, a lot of people braved the water. For Man's Best Friend, WJR TV reporter Olivia Fecto was among the 75 people who took part in the 4th annual Pitbull Plunge in Rhode Island.
Dogs howling and people yelling as they plunged into icy water. Warwick City Park Beach was packed with people and pups for the Pitbull Plunge on New Year's Day.
How was the water?
Freezing! I'm so cold.
Actually, it was nice in the water. It's when you got out, it's like, okay, I think I want to go back.
The event is in its 4th year, organized by the Little Rhodey Bully Breed Club. This year, more than 75 people showed up, raising more than $1,000 for training and enrichment programs.
Plight of the pit bulls and what these dogs go through every day of their lives.
Club President Susan Parker says she and others want to convince people to stop buying from breeders and instead adopt. Dogs like Marco, a 4-year-old pit bull who was hit by a car when he was a puppy. He now uses a wheelchair to get around.
He goes to nursing homes and hospitals and does visits as well. We also did reading programs with kids at one of the local elementary schools.
Organizers also gave awards to people involved in animal shelter work, including NBC 10's Mario Hilario and Molly O'Brien, who even took part in the plunge.
This was a lot colder than last year, and I can't feel my fingers or my toes, but it was definitely an amazing feeling, and we had to run really far out.
Molly's advice for anyone taking the plunge in the future:
just come and just run and go. Just run and then run back out really fast.
In Warwick, Olivia Fecteau, NBC 10 News.
Saving and smiling. That's how I start the year. With tons of stuff on rollback, clearance, and more at Walmart. And that really puts a smile on my face.
Thousands of items on rollback and clearance, in-store and online.
Nourished. Rescued. Protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love. It's what makes a Subaru.
At the end of the day, my hands are beat up.
Especially during the winter times, hands are splitting, cracking, making it very difficult to do my job.
O'Keeffe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry hands that crack and split.
Best stuff we've ever used.
It just works.
Learn more at workinghands.com.
I have a cold with terrible chest congestion. I better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold doesn't treat chest congestion.
Really?
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Day Powder rushes relief to your worst cold symptoms plus chest congestion.
Oh, what a relief it is.
When heartburn comes creeping up on you, fight back with relief so smooth, it's fast. Tums Smoothie starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
This breakfast French toaster is so good.
Really good. The French toast complements the bacon and the egg and the cheese.
Oh, hey, French toast, you're so warm and inviting.
That's like a compliment. What I'm saying is they are complementary, the way like a pitcher and a catcher would complement each other well.
Oh, like good throw. Nice catch.
I don't think you're going to get this.
That doesn't sound like a compliment.
It's the perfect complement to your morning. The breakfast French toaster. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop. This is how you Sonic.
Fire in the hole.
Sunday.
I think we got company.
Oh, wow.
Not the good kind either.
Amanda confronts a claim jumper.
He's waiting for us to leave so he can dig our hole through the night. If he comes up, it's on.
You know, some people have told me reverse mortgages sound too good to be true. I mean, you get cash out of your home, no monthly payments, and still own your home. There's got to be a catch, right, Jesse? Well, there isn't. It's like any other mortgage, only with a reverse mortgage, the loan's paid back when the last borrower leaves the home. In fact, reverse mortgages are based on a notion that President Reagan signed into law over 25 years ago in order to help seniors remain in their homes. They're simply an effective way for folks just like you to get the cash you need to enjoy your retirement.
Call 1-800-873-5273 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation. With a government-insured tax-free reverse mortgage from AAG, you always retain complete ownership of your home. Call 1-800-873-5273 to receive your free info kit today.
And even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Every Sunday, the Titans of weather bring the rain. Geek Out, Sundays at noon on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday. Sunshine and clouds mixed. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It's winter storm update time, and the never-ending winter storm Frona continues to be our big story, and it is going to cause some freezing rain and sleet today, and then eventually we'll get some snow out of this thing. Let's track it right now. We've got some freezing rain out there in spots like Wink, Texas, keeping an eye on Wichita Falls, Oklahoma City, watching the area. There are some spots where we get a little bit of freezing mist or light freezing rain, although in town temperatures are at 34 degrees, or at least at the airport. Oklahoma City for us, we've got to watch this scenario throughout the day, because you look what happens. We keep the rain around. That doesn't go away. And at 6 o'clock, our temperatures do drop to about 32 degrees. It's that critical number. So bridges, overpasses, your front steps, you got to watch out for that today for the icy surfaces. Then we look at what happens as we get you into the weekend. Same system we're still tracking. We'll get a little more jet stream energy at play as both branches of the jet come into play, and we'll have some cooler air to work with as well. And that's going to mean that we will start to bring in snow into the forecast, especially in the Midwest and definitely into northern New England. Now, as we track this storm system, there's already some cold air in place. So as the system tracks up into the Midwest, we will see some icing potentially in Missouri, central Missouri, including around Kansas City. We'll have to watch northern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, including around Chicago. And then as we get you into tomorrow night, there'll be enough cold air on the back edge of the system that we'll see snow in Wisconsin and in parts of Iowa as well. Plus, all the while, we have to keep an eye on northern New England, where you will have some snow to start, but then enough warm air comes in and you'll change to a sloppy mix. So complicated, right? In the Midwest for us, when it comes to the snow, it could add up to about 3 to 5 inches of snow, a stripe not too far from Madison, Wisconsin, back down into northern Illinois, maybe into parts of Missouri as well. Then we go to the northeast side of things, and we have snow. This is lake effect snow mainly right now, though south there's a little disturbance moving on through. But as we get you into the weekend, that whole Frona system comes in, and we will see 8 to 12 inches of snow up into Maine. A sloppy, complicated system that we're tracking here for you with the wintry weather. Chris.
We know it's the rainy season in Indonesia, and bad weather is making it very difficult for search crews and investigators working to recover wreckage and bodies from AirAsia Flight 8501. As NBC's Katie Tur tells us, a team of specialists is expected to join the effort today to help find the plane's black boxes.
More bodies recovered today, bringing the grand total up to 30. So far, they've been able to identify 3 of those bodies, including a flight attendant. Now, they were also able to get 3 large pieces of the wreckage from the water today. They're going to take those away to be examined as soon as possible to figure out which parts of the plane that they come from. They're still focusing on a large area on the seabed where they believe the bulk of that fuselage is. They haven't been able to get down there with divers yet because the weather has just been too bad, but they are bringing in specialized acoustic equipment to listen for pings from those black boxes. You might remember they did the same exact thing for MH370, but the weather has just been a big problem. Choppy water, high winds, lots of rain. What we're seeing here is decent mornings followed by a few hours of good weather and then massive thunderstorms in the afternoon. It's just causing a lot of problems and making the search effort even more difficult than it already is.
And that's your typical tropical weather there, she explained it. This is some Canadian weather for you.
This is actually pretty typical, and unfortunately this happens. You see that big pile up, you see the blinking lights, the flashing lights, and you see car after car after car. Dozens of cars and trucks smash into each other because of a major snow squall.
This was near Odessa, Ontario, New Year's Day, so it was yesterday, and injuries range from anywhere from being minor injuries to severe injuries. Squalls, they can cause conditions to vary greatly in a small area. So you look at this and say, you know, the weather's not that bad, but 10, 20 minutes earlier, it could have been completely blinding snow.
It happens quickly.
It does happen quickly. And the problem with white on white background with snow in front of your face, is the depth perception goes way down, almost zero.
That's a good point. Oh, well, hopefully this reminds folks here to drive carefully. We do have snow to talk about and icy conditions to talk about today. We'll have more on this coming up.
She inspires you. No question about that. But your erectile dysfunction, that could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
This is the equivalent of the sugar in one regular soda. And this is one soda a day over an average adult lifetime. But there's a better choice. Drink more Brita water. Clean, refreshing Brita.
I smoked a lot and quit a lot, but ended up nowhere. Now I use this.
The Nicoderm CQ patch with unique extended release technology helps prevent the urge to smoke all day.
I want this time to be my last time. That's why I choose Nicoderm CQ.
That leaky roof will cost you thousands in repairs, and gushing gutters can destroy your home's foundation. Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Seal, the brand everyone trusts to coat, seal, and stop leaks fast. Just a quick shot, and Flex Seal fills cracks and holes, stopping the toughest leaks while remaining completely flexible. It's actually liquid rubber in a can. To show you the amazing sealing power of Flex Seal, we replaced the bottom of this boat with the screen door and covered it in Flex Seal. After a day on the water, not only does it stay afloat, but the inside is completely dry. And for places that are light, you're gonna love Flex Seal Bright. Ideal on lighter surfaces. Perfect for quickly repairing decorative items. This light coating holds back water. A lot of water. It's like the Hoover Dam in a can. Use Flex Seal Clear to coat and protect. Now everything in plain sight can be sealed watertight. We replaced the bottom of this boat with plexiglass, drilled over 100 holes, and covered them in Flex Seal Clear. Not only does it stay afloat, but Flex Seal Clear keeps all the water out of the boat. Hello, fishing. Roofs and gutters, kitchens and bathrooms, pools, patios, and so much more. Don't call a repairman to fix leaks. You can get Flex Seal right now for just $19.99. And check this out. Flex Seal is available in all these incredible new colors. But wait, we're going to double your order and send you 2 cans of Flex Seal in your choice of clear, original, or bright for just $19.99. You're going to love Flex Seal. Here's how to order.
To order Flex Seal, call 1-800-581-9778 or go to getflexseal.com. Flex Seal colors now available. Call 1-800-581-9778 or go online now.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Treacherous highway in the world to experience the high risk of heavy rescue. Highway Through Hell, Sundays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Winter storm Frona making its way east and in its wake leaving a mess in parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Freezing rain, as you can see here, that's a big issue, a very dangerous issue people have to deal with. And then a nuisance for others and some other dangerous weather moving to the east.
Yeah, this is a sloppy, messy, really big, long-lived system. Frona.
How many days has it been going for? It's been several days.
Last weekend. We're going on more than a week now with this thing. Welcome back, everyone, to Weather Center Live. I'm Jen Carfagno.
And I'm Chris Warren. Winter storm Frona, multiple threats. Ice is the immediate one now. Eventually some very heavy rain. And then associated with it to the south, some strong storms this weekend. And then snow in the northeast.
Yeah, we have literally everything, and we have almost every color on the weather map. So let's show you what we're dealing with. You know, with this thing, we are tracking right now a little bit of freezing rain or freezing mist out there. And in some cases, you might look out the window and think nothing's happening. But there's some mist and drizzle, and it's freezing on surfaces.
And look at how cold it is in so many spots. It is in the 20s, right around the freezing mark in a couple of areas. And that's why there's that threat for that liquid water. Once it comes down, hits an object that's below freezing, and you have ice.
We've been watching the Oklahoma City area where at the Oklahoma City airport, temperature is 34 degrees with fog. But there's, you know, a lot of spots where cold air has kind of got stuck in overnight and the temperature is 30, 31, 32, and those are the problem areas.
As we look at the forecast for the rest of the day, and you can really keep an eye on the temperatures too. This morning it's still going to be right around freezing, a little bit warmer, and we're looking at rain, and then it cools off again. Better chance for some ice, some freezing rain or sleet possibility again.
And we're using Oklahoma City as an example, but really across southwestern Oklahoma into western Texas, you have that issue this morning. And then as we get you into the weekend, we're going to see even more from this system. We got two sort of combining systems going on for us here.
And we're going to watch as they come together, and as they do, we're going to see that colder air in place and then moisture coming up from the south. And you can see the wind streams here showing you where the air is going and, more importantly, where the air is coming from.
Exactly. So we will have warmer air going up into the Ohio Valley, but first, you end up with, because cold air is in place, you end up with some of that freezing precipitation, freezing rain, most importantly, on the roads out there, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, as you get into Saturday and Saturday night.
And then some of the trouble spots here, snow and some wintry mix throughout parts of the Great Lakes and New England, also going to have to deal with some of that wintry weather.
And first, it'll probably be snow, then it'll change over to a mix, and then rain, and then could change back again to snow. So there really is a lot going on. This morning, though, the big concern has been the ice, and that has really been affecting folks out there on the roads.
Right, so the ice and the snow will be a factor through the weekend, throughout parts of the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and then eventually into the Northeast.
Yes, and so, you know, the Northeast snow actually could end up being a little bit heavier in parts of northern New England simply because you'll have more time with the snow up there. Let's take a look at things. 8 to 12 inches of snow into northern Maine, 5 to 8 in the greens, in the whites, Vermont, New Hampshire. Chris, this isn't bad news for skiers, but it is bad news for drivers.
Yes, it certainly is, and that is a big concern when we're dealing with this time of year. You get the cold air in place. It can be the freezing rain. It can be the snow. Buffalo could have both. Could have that mix and then the snow. That's what we're expecting tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit warmer at times. And then you're going to see the temperatures warm up, and any rain or snow we do have is going to change over to rain on Sunday with warming temperatures.
All right, so we literally have everything out there in your forecast. It's a complicated one. You have to make sure that you stay tuned to changes. We do want to focus on the ice that's happening right now, though. It's been affecting travel. Ice storm warnings are up from North Texas into central Oklahoma, including around the Oklahoma City area.
And, of course, we've been saying that means it will lead to dangerous travel conditions when your tires can't grip the road. That's a big problem. Joining us on the phone right now, Cole Hackett from the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, one of the focal areas right now, parts of Texas and Oklahoma with some icy weather. And Cole, thank you very much for joining us. What can you tell us right now? Can you give us an update on how things are going this morning?
Well, right now our crews are just kind of restocking trucks and kind of paying attention to the changing conditions. We've started to get a little bit of kind of freezing precipitation, and we're out sanding and salting some of those bridges. But right now, you know, we had some yesterday and kind of had a little bit of a lull now, and we're waiting for the next round to come through. So we're getting prepared and making sure that to put sand and salt down on those trouble areas.
You know, we know you did have challenges yesterday. Were there accidents? How do people handle it?
Overall, there were some accidents, some slick spots on bridges, mainly, early in the morning, but throughout the day, the roads kind of dried out. We do just kind of have some wet roads right now, but as those temperatures begin to drop and we get some more precipitation, we're anticipating more slick spots.
Now, when it comes to ice, and people in Oklahoma, you have ice storms. You deal with it. But what's the advice to the people that aren't familiar with icy conditions, people that may be traveling through the state? What do you wish everybody knew?
Well, the biggest thing is, make sure to leave plenty of time to get to where you're going. Take it slow. Watch out for black ice. But and if it's possible to delay it until, maybe the roads aren't as slick, give us a little bit of time to put sand and salt down. That would be ideal. And avoid travel if you can.
Speaking of sand and salt, do you all have enough supplies to get you through this next storm and, the rest of the winter? We know salt has been at a premium this year.
Yeah, we have plenty. We've, throughout the off season, we're restocking all of our salt sheds. We have over 100 salt sheds across the state. We also have get our salt in and have it in some reserve on the Port of Catoosa. So we have plenty, and we can distribute that throughout the state as needed.
Well, that is excellent and good to know. Cole Hackett with the Oklahoma DOT, thank you for joining us this morning, and we do wish everyone stays safe on the road. Drive slow out there. You just don't know if you're going to encounter an icy spot. So that's the latest on the snow and the ice. Got a lot of weather to affect our weekend plans, Chris, and football is going to be one of them.
Yeah, going to the game, maybe give a little bit extra time and maybe prepare for that tailgate with some more items that can help keep you dry, because it is going to be wet for our NFL football games on Saturday. Here's a look at Charlotte in the forecast. Arizona coming to town. Temperatures are going to be relatively mild for early January, lower 50s, but it is going to be wet, and that could play a factor in the game as well. So we're going to have to wait and see for that. Also in Pittsburgh, let's go ahead and right now take a live look at Pittsburgh. This is where there's also going to be some rain. Right now, it's not looking too bad. Kind of bright out there, but here in the Steel City, things are going to be changing in a big way. We're going to be watching that rain move into the picture. We'll show you that forecast here. Kickoff, it's the night game. So there's an afternoon game, and then there's the late game. This is the late game with the Ravens in town taking on the Steelers. In the evening, it's going to be wet. Tailgating weather during the game also going to be wet. Could see quite a bit of rain coming down. So if you're an aspiring meteorologist and you also like football, this is one of those fun games to watch, because rain likely coming down for most of the game, and then on the way home for people who are leaving the game, it's also going to be an issue. Now, this is the tailgate forecast for the next couple of games, because these games are played inside in Indianapolis. 1:05 on Sunday. That's Eastern time. There'll be snow outdoors, so getting to the game, something you have to think about. Also, no real big problems in Arlington, Texas. The Cowboys hosting the Lions. Sunshine, but it is going to be a bit on the chilly side. So bundle up pregame and be prepared to shed a layer when you go inside. Jen?
All right, Chris, thank you for that. I don't know, it looks pretty cold the whole day to me. Look at this. This is awesome. This is the latest video from the folks at GoPro. It comes from Kirkwood Mountain in California. This is Gus Kenworthy ripping up the slopes.
Woo. You know what, Jen? The thing is, these guys make it look so easy.
Well, this guy.
Well, I'm talking about the guys that are good enough.
No, well, he's a silver medalist in Sochi, so yeah, he's got some experience.
Okay, yeah, so he's probably the best of the best. But if you see people in the snow parks doing this, it takes a lot of effort.
By the way, you know what the temperature is in Kirkwood right now? 8 degrees. We still have a little cold air in the west. We'll have more coming up.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Our eyes. They have a 200-degree range of sight, which is good for me. Hey! And bad for the Barkley twins.
Your brain can send information to the rest of your body at 268 miles an hour. 3 times the speed of a fastball.
Take care of your most important parts with Centrum. Multivitamins expertly designed with nutrients people don't get enough of from food alone. Centrum, for the most important parts of you.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
If a denture were to be put under a microscope, we can see all the bacteria that still exists. Polident's unique MicroClean formula works in just 3 minutes, killing 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria for a cleaner, fresher, brighter denture every day.
Started my Camry. Drove to her wedding. Did not forever hold my peace. The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
Does your car suffer from cataracts? You heard right, cataracts. You know, those aging, foggy headlights. Well, we have the cure. White New Headlight Restore. Crystal clear headlights in seconds and guaranteed to pass inspection as long as you own your car or truck. We detailed this old Mercedes. It looks fantastic, except for those foggy, ugly headlights. Now watch White New Headlight Restore do its job.
It's so easy to use, and it looks amazing. I'm sold.
I mean, I couldn't even see the light bulb inside before. Now, it's crystal clear. It's amazing. It really is.
Old foggy headlights aren't just ugly, they're dangerous. They actually impair your vision, and you could receive a citation.
Watch as we test headlamp brightness with this light meter. Look how much brighter the White New side is. Amazing. Here's how it works. Just polish off the haze. Then apply the pre-moistened White New Headlight Restore. It's that simple. After restoring your headlights to a crystal clear finish, the White New forms a protective bond that will keep them that way. And only White New can make that guarantee.
I was really having trouble driving at night, and I thought it was my vision, but it was my cloudy headlights. Thanks, White New.
White New works even when other products have failed. So before you go and spend hundreds on replacement lights, protect your lenses for life. Order White New Headlight Restore for just $9.99. Call right now and we'll double your order. That's 2, 1 for each car. You get 2 White New Headlight Restore kits for just $9.99. Call now. White New, keeping your world like new.
Easy to use White New Headlight Restore. Crystal clear headlights in just seconds. The last time you'll have to restore your headlights. Call 1-800-503-4179. That's 1-800-503-4179. Order now.
This is not the right one. All right, let's take a look at Atlanta from the top of the Coca-Cola World headquarters. This looks brighter than I think it is out there. I just checked the observation at the airport, and there's what's called virga, which means there's rain in those clouds. It's just not hitting the ground.
It's a little bit lower, though, behind the buildings.
They do.
Earlier, it looked like there was almost sun getting through.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
But
that's what I mean. The clouds look a little bit thicker in this shot.
They do. They do. All right, I'll give it that. Anyway, Atlanta, you don't have great weather today. You've got showers out there right now, and you could have some heavier rain coming in through the weekend, not to mention the chance for a couple of rumbles of thunder. Let's look at what's happening with this stormy weekend ahead for the southeast. We are going to be looking for some rain coming on in. Here's the heavy stuff right now that's tracking from Alabama into Georgia. Heavy rain crossing over 59, heading over to 75 in about the next hour or two. So get ready for a pretty wet and slow ride if you're traveling or driving up in that way. So we've got rain right now in Alabama, I-20 northward pretty much seems to be where the worst of it is, and we're going to see a whole lot more. Look at this forecast. We have a lot of rain out there, stretching from Texas right into North Carolina and Virginia as we get into tomorrow. And this red zone right here in southern Mississippi, Alabama, that's where we could see some severe weather. We're watching that on Saturday. That's the timing. Make sure you have a way to get your warnings. On Sunday, there might be a few rumbles of thunder out there in southern Georgia or the Florida Panhandle, but more likely that will not be severe weather. It'll just be a lot of rain, and we'll see that I-95 pretty much from Jacksonville straight up as you make your way into southern Virginia. There'll be rain heavy at times. Now, how much rain? It's going to be on the order of inches in your rain gauge. Maybe you got a new weather station for Christmas. This will be a good time to check it out and test it, because 2 to 3 inches of rain will fall from Nashville to Jackson, Birmingham, Atlanta, all looking at inches of rain coming out of this next weather system. Just a lot of moisture to work with. And you know, it's not on the map, but it's going to feel warm. It's going to feel almost spring-like out there, and that warmth and all the instability, all the factors that we're dealing with will lead to the threat for severe weather, including a tornado threat. And we have that in the central Gulf Coast area. The Torcon is a 3 out of 10. So I want to make sure that you have advance warning and know that you are ready to get your warning specific to this. Chris, over to you.
And Jen, we do know here at the Weather Channel that it's amazing out there. That's why a lot of us love the weather so much. It's so cool. And we have something else to show you right now, kind of proof of why we think it's so cool. Take a look at this. Now, around the South Pole, this is from outer space. And NASA providing some amazing pictures for us. They're tweeting this to us. It's the sunrise, again, looking out over the South Pole. Do you see these clouds right here? Noctilucent clouds. They're nothing new, but they were, you know, they're really cool scene here. This is from Alberta, Canada. We're looking up at them. They look like maybe cirrus clouds, maybe like a like a stratocumulus almost, but they're too low, they're too high for that.
They're shimmery, and they're really high in the sky, like 50 miles high in the sky. And you really can only see them at night. And normally in our hemisphere, it's around the summer solstice. So I guess that's why they caught them at the South Pole.
That's pretty
cool. Not many people really get the chance to see these.
Right. Well, this is north. This is.
Yes. That is.
Yeah. So, but cool stuff. And yeah, look at this. So you're looking at here. It doesn't look like you have any clouds, or if you do, it's a different angle, horizontal perhaps.
They have sort of a shimmery blue feel to them. They're not cirrus clouds, although, you know, from the vantage point we're looking at, you know, on TV, you might think that, but in person, I have to imagine they would look very, very sort of glistening.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just seeing the color gradient there, going from the orange into the blue into the black.
Very cool.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
I think it's awesome. Yeah. I mean, well, NASA and the astronauts on the space station, Chris, have just sent such amazing pictures.
I mean, how cool is it that, oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, bust out a tweet real quick of this thunderstorm or this sunset. Right. Sunset over the South Pole. Or we go to Canada and we can show you this. This looks like it's from the ground though. And remember, you can see more of these pictures and learn more about them if you go to our website. That's weather.com. And pretty cool slideshow on there.
Yeah.
Showing some cool colors.
I think they're fascinating. All right, we're also going to talk hockey. Chris, did you stay for the game yesterday? Or
I did not. I came back. But the NHL, it's become a New Year's tradition, outdoor hockey. Coming up, we're going to explain why the weather may have been too perfect, as the commissioner told me, coming up.
I didn't know we had a Goldilocks kind of sport here.
My data is mine, not mine.
Mine to share, mine to keep.
It's mine when I want it.
Mine where I want it.
And only mine. My data is mine to analyze.
Mine to put to work.
Mine to control. It's mine.
The AFS Connect Farm Management System from Case IH connects you and only you to the information you need most from your equipment from anywhere at any time. AFS Connect, only from Case IH.
Saving and smiling. That's how I start the year. With tons of stuff on rollback, clearance, and more at Walmart. And that really puts a smile on my face.
Thousands of items on rollback and clearance, in-store and online.
Oh my God, here it comes! This thing is getting bigger and bigger.
Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency. Oh my God!
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
At Olive Garden, we're bringing new things to the table, like new citrus chicken Sorrento, part of our 575 calories or less lighter Italian fare menu. Enjoy fresh tossed, go fish, and taste the lighter side of delicious at Olive Garden.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
What if your morning routine weren't so routine? Introducing one-a-day Vitacrave's Chewy Bites. Complete multivitamins with nutrients like B vitamins and vitamin D in hard-shell chocolatey chewy bites. New from One-A-Day.
Ring, ring. Progresso. I can't believe I'm eating bacon-enriched creamy cheese before my sister's wedding.
Well, it's only 100 calories, so you'll be ready for that dress.
Uh-huh.
You don't love the dress?
I love my sister.
40 flavors, 100 calories or less.
I want to be the best in the world. You have been living in your brother's shadow your entire life. It's time for me to become my own person. Good. I'm going to do great things, Mark. What's he get out of all this? Me winning, America, winning. I want to win a gold medal, and we have someone who could do that. Not tell me what's going on. I'll give you everything I have.
Foxcatcher, rated R, now playing select cities.
Sir, we're gonna need you on the runway.
Theraflu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. Theraflu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. Theraflu, serious power.
When heartburn comes creeping up on you, fight back with relief so smooth, it's fast. Tums Smoothies start.
Think you have the fastest internet? Think again. This is Xfinity. This is your current internet provider. Which do you think is going to download faster?
I'm going to go with what I know.
Ready?
Yes.
Download.
Well,
Xfinity is way faster. That's not even fair.
And we're done. I'm going to go.
I may have to switch to Xfinity.
Get even more of the speed you need with Xfinity Internet from Comcast. Upgrade to get speeds up to 50 megabits per second for just $10 more a month for 12 months. See for yourself. Call or go online today.
With an itch or irritation, you want to be free of it fast. The power of Cortisone 10 gives you fast relief with the strongest non-prescription itch medicine, plus 7 healing moisturizers.
Now I'm itch-free.
It's good to be free. Cortisone 10. Feel the heal.
When I have an eczema flare-up, I start to scratch. The more I scratch, the worse it gets. It's maddening.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief Cream. Used daily, it's proven to relieve 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief really works.
428-1000. Dinovite.com, DINOVITE.com.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
We're just talking about new weather stations. This guy got a new weather station.
I'm pretty excited about it. Going to hook it up to Weather Underground and be able to dial in the homestead pretty soon.
All right, very cool. So we'll be able to track the Atlanta weather, which would mainly be rain. No wintry weather for Atlanta.
No, but there is some serious winter weather we are watching right now here from the Weather Channel headquarters in Atlanta.
All right, so Frona, this is the storm that, man, has everything with it. And, you know, it started in the west, and now we're tracking it in the southern plains, and temperatures have been so critical. Chris, look at these numbers. Lubbock, 27.
That's cold.
That's
it's below
cold.
freezing. Cold enough for freezing rain.
Well, so that blue color all the way down into Texas and Oklahoma, that's where we have temperatures sub-freezing and where we have some freezing rain.
And that's what you're seeing here. The purple, that is the ice. You see that there, and look at that big area.
Yeah. Oh, it's, you know what? Wink, Texas. I want to see some pictures out of there. If you're in Wink, Texas, send us some on Twitter or Facebook, because we've been seeing freezing rain reports come out of that area for the last couple of hours.
And this is the kind of weather where if you just got in your car and you start driving, you get into this, it looks like regular rain coming down, but then it starts to freeze on contact to your windshield, to your hood.
You can't open your door, right? Because it gets frozen. So that's a concern. Streets, no doubt, will be icy, especially bridges and overpasses where we've had hours of freezing rain.
Yeah, so we're still looking at that threat right now. But then if you drive a little bit to the east, it's too warm for that.
All rain in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Dallas side, both sides of town, all rain, thankfully, for folks driving this morning.
And this is the forecast, the purples. You watch through time where that freezing rain threat will be.
So you're going to see it come back into places like Oklahoma City. You might get a couple of hours today where your temperature is 33, 34. You're fine. But then, look at this. You're back down to freezing at 6 o'clock. So this is the tough time right here.
So there is going to be that threat throughout the day today and this evening in Oklahoma City. And then tonight, we're going to watch this whole thing move east, and that threat for freezing rain to the north. And then tomorrow, still hanging around some of the same areas.
West Virginia, Pennsylvania, a lot of spots. Don't be surprised by this. You will see some pockets of freezing rain. And even tomorrow night into eastern Pennsylvania, northern Jersey. Heads up on this.
And so some wet weather this weekend in the Northeast. Again, we do want to see your pictures. You can tweet those to us. And we're also looking at some rain moving in after a gorgeous day in the Northeast yesterday.
Yes, the sun was amazing, Chris, that you had there. Oh, too bad you have just a few clouds, not the rain-making kind, right? We'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at the snowfall for the weekend. I want to make sure we get this in to show how much snow we could get. It's 1 to 3 inches in parts of Kansas, Missouri, and then maybe 3 to 5 into Wisconsin.
And here's the Northeast and that snow threat, especially the higher elevations will pick up more snow, and the northern locations.
We got to keep a close watch on 93 in New Hampshire. We're getting reports that there was an accident today from not really a lot of snow, and we could get a lot of snow as we head into this weekend. All right, so Chris, we were just talking about your weather in the Northeast. It was phenomenal. It was sunny. It was beautiful. It wasn't that cold. It was a problem for the hockey players.
It was a problem. I was in the nation's capital yesterday in Nationals Park. Now, the Capitals were playing, and it was what's now a tradition for New Year's. It's the Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic.
All right, so let's take a look. Just prior to when the Chicago Blackhawks and the Capitals dropped the puck.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it was beautiful. Sunshine, too much of it, though.
Yeah, but the problem, too much sun initially. They were worried about the sun glare. The home team, the Capitals, they did win 3-2. Troy Brouwer's game-winning goal with just 12 seconds left in the game. A great finish to the Classic, a day that started, again, with some concerns. It was the glare from the sun, which did cause some issues. I spoke with the NHL Commissioner, Gary Bettman, before the game about the impact of weather.
Actually, the weather may be too nice, and I'm hoping you can do something about that. It's a little too sunny. We'll make a game time decision on that. But in terms of conditions for the players and the fans who are going to be here, couldn't be nicer.
Yeah, again, looking nice, but the puck did drop as scheduled. And the game went on. It's a fun event. So many people excited.
Well, for the rest of the country, too nice is not going to be the problem this weekend. We got a lot going on with Winter Storm Frona, and we will track that. Plus, 2 Arctic plunges coming back.
Currently in our area, 81 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. Slight chance of a rain shower. High 80. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter Storm Frona bringing ice and rain to parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, one of the spots that are seeing the effects right now. Pockets of freezing rain outside of town. Plus, Chicago, for us, the story is cold weather making a comeback in a big way.
Big, huge kind of way. Very cold. And meanwhile, if you're a fan of football, in particular if you're a fan of the NFL, this is a huge weekend. Playoff football for the NFL. We're going to have the forecast for you. And it looks like weather will likely be a factor for a couple of the big games.
Oh, you would be howling too. Swimmers took a plunge in icy waters in Warwick, Rhode Island. We're going to check out what is now a New Year's tradition for a good cause.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Chris Warren.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. We got a lot going on out there. Again, we have freezing rain in Texas and Oklahoma, and then we're tracking the cold. And Chris, I just have to say, we looked at where the cold air is coming from next week. It is coming directly from the North Pole.
And that tells you something.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We're going to have some very, very cold air coming next week. Also, Winter Storm Frona causing some problems. Sometimes when it looks wet, it's actually ice.
Yes. Oh, this worries me so much. I mean, you can see the glaze on the windshield and on the car here, but what you can't see is if it's freezing or not on the driveway or on your front steps or on roads, so you have to use caution.
Yeah, and be careful and really keep your eyes really in tune when you walk out the front door and look at the lights. Does it look a little extra shiny?
Yes.
That kind of a thing, and just be very careful.
You know, the driveways worry me, and because my mom broke her wrist one time walking out on the driveway, and it didn't look icy.
And with temperatures usually pretty moderate, you know, it's below freezing, but not that far below freezing.
It's always tough. I feel like these freezing rain events, it's always right on the edge. It's 32. 31, 33. It's right there.
It's right there.
And that's what we have today.
Exactly. And that's why the National Weather Service posted winter storm warning for a big portion of Oklahoma into Texas. This does include Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls.
Yes. So we've got the ice storm warning, the winter weather advisories, and winter storm warnings out there. Some snow still back in New Mexico. But what you're seeing is just a lot of moisture now coming back into Texas with temperatures right about 30, 31. And we've got the freezing rain.
And then also the snow, the blue, the snow. Albuquerque south along Interstate 25. On your way down to El Paso.
Look how far south it is, Chris.
Right, it's far south.
All the way to I-10.
Right. I mean, the Mexican border's right down there.
Yeah, so again, enough cold air that we are seeing that across New Mexico. Enough cold air that we've got this freezing rain across West Texas, Wichita Falls, Oklahoma City, 33 degrees.
Again, right there
Barely
on the
escaping
edge.
A freezing rain event.
And now our forecast here calling through tomorrow morning, some areas a half an inch of ice accumulating.
Now that's enough to take down tree limbs, and it could affect power lines. So be ready in these areas in between Lawton and Abilene. We're going to see the chance for some power outages due to the icing.
Yeah, and we would like to see your pictures too. We'd love to have everybody, you know, every city in the country, but we can't. We can't be everywhere at once. We would love to show everyone what this ice looks like. If you can tweet those to us, we'd really appreciate that. Also, looking at some rain right now. That's the green, and then still that ice there.
There's still pockets of it just to the southwest of Oklahoma City. And through the day today, you are not going to get out of the woods completely. You've got a chance for some icing. And, you know, even when it's 33, it might be 33 over there, but over there,
and it's actually like that. You know, on your neighbor's yard might be colder than yours. That's just how it goes.
It's going to be in pockets. So we've got that freezing concern, and then we go to the rainy concern.
Well, let's take a live look right now at Atlanta from atop the Coca-Cola World Headquarters. And we were talking earlier, it didn't look too bad. Now it looks
cloudier.
It looks cloudier now because it looks like someone cut out the skyline, put it on a white backdrop. There's like very little depth back there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you know what's happening in those clouds? It's actually raining. It's just not hitting the ground. Virga being reported at the airport right now. And Virga is just rain that hasn't reached the ground just yet.
That's it. It's rain, it just doesn't hit the ground. But
it's gonna rain though.
Oftentimes you can see it as streaks in the sky coming from the clouds. Pretty cool. So here's the setup. The stormy south this weekend. We're gonna start with the moisture and the energy coming across, and that's going to bring that threat for some
storms.
Big storms.
Yeah, we're going to see the risk for storms, especially right across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama areas. Rainfall, though, will be heavy all across the area. 1 to 2 inches, maybe 3 inches plus of rain.
And an elevated tornado threat. Our exclusive Torcon here at the Weather Channel, Tornado Condition Index. So central Gulf Coast, within any point, within 50 miles of any point, there's a 30% chance of a tornado tomorrow.
Yeah, so early heads up. Make sure you have a way to get your warnings if you're in this area. Mobile is one of the spots we are tracking. And tomorrow we'll have temperatures into the 70s. It's going to feel a little spring-like out there, and that should give you a clue that we do have that risk for thunderstorms.
We do have the risk for more winter-related issues as well. That's something that we're watching. In fact, we're getting word there's breaking news right now out of New Hampshire, and it is that winter weather causing some big problems right now.
Look at this, a multi-vehicle pileup. This is Interstate 93, and the New Hampshire Department of Transportation confirms that there has been a large pileup on I-93 northbound in Ashland, New Hampshire.
Yeah, you can see here the cars. Does that look like smoke maybe in the distance? It's hard to tell exactly, but the sky looks a little bit darker there.
Visibility isn't good.
Visibility is not good. We are still waiting to try to figure out exactly how many cars involved in this, what role if the weather did play in this. It's hard to imagine that it didn't play a role.
Right. I mean, you see the snow on the ground.
Right, and the snow in the air.
I-93 northbound is closed north of exit 24 due to this. Now, you look at the radar, and it's light, but there's snow in the area.
Right, but you look and you see how there's some of the darker blues when this is in motion. That's what we're talking about. The quick burst of snow. It's going to make the roads slick in an awful hurry. Even if the roads are treated, it can come down so fast to accumulate on top of the sand or on top of the treatment, whatever it is. So that's why you can have the danger. Also, the visibility goes way down in a hurry.
We were talking about that accident that happened yesterday in southeastern Ontario in Canada, and it looks like on the radar anyway, similar conditions. A quick snow squall that reduces visibility, and a driver may have been surprised by it.
It can come up on you, or you can drive right into it. Either way, it is a very dangerous situation.
We'll be right back with more on this story and the cold coming next.
19 years ago, we thought, wow, how is there no way to tell the good from the bad? So we gave people the power of the review. And now Angie's List is revolutionizing local service again. You can easily buy and schedule services from top-rated providers. Conveniently stay up to date on progress and effortlessly turn your photos into finished projects with our Angie's List app. Visit angieslist.com today.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
You know, I tried one of those bargain paper towels, but the roll just disappeared. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so one roll lasts longer. Bounty, the long-lasting picker-upper.
Alka-Seltzer Plus presents The Cold Truth.
I have a cold with terrible chest congestion. Better take something. I'll catch up later.
Truth is, Theraflu Severe Cold doesn't treat chest congestion.
Really?
New Alka-Seltzer Plus Day Powder rushes relief to your worst cold symptoms plus chest congestion.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Here we go! And now, Alka-Seltzer Plus has a complete line of powders to treat your worst cold symptoms.
Currently in our area, 81 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. High 81. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, partly cloudy. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Are you a man over 40 and feeling tired, losing muscle, have less romantic drive? Then you need Ageless Male, with an ingredient clinically shown to increase free testosterone levels. Ageless Male is now available at these fine retailers.
You don't know your credit
I don't know my credit score.
That's really important. I mean,
I don't know my credit
Don't you want to buy a house, like, ever? You should probably check out Credit Karma. It's free.
Credit Karma. Free.
Credit Karma. Really free credit scores.
Right now on the Weather Channel, breaking news in New Hampshire, a multi-car pileup on Interstate 93.
All right, so we are looking at the pictures coming in right now, and it appears that obviously there's a fire. You can see from this picture, Ben Baldwin shared this one on social media.
Look at that.
Wow.
Big fire there, and look at all that dark smoke going up. And what that smoke's doing is it's highlighting something else, Jen, here, these snowflakes, and how large these snowflakes are. And the thing is, with these snowflakes, what happens is when temperatures at a marginal situation, they don't form as large snowflakes. They come down, and when it's marginal temperature, you get a little bit of very small little pieces of liquid as they melt just a little bit, and they start sticking to each other like glue. And that's how you end up with these huge snowflakes that are coming down. Another thing that happens is when temperatures are not super cold, you're going to have that snow's a little bit more slippery. Okay, there's a little bit more water in there, and it makes things tough. But again, a multi-vehicle accident, this happening here on Interstate 93.
Well, our weather producer, Alan, just got a report that there was 2.5 inches of snow in about 45 minutes.
And you can see why.
Very fast snowfall rate. And
right.
But again, just so quick it happened.
You have these big snowflakes that are coming down, and then as you look at the radar here, and here's the snow, right? So the lighter the blue, the lighter the snow, the darker the blue, the heavier the snow. And where this happened, you can see for a while it just sort of set up. And so you had this heavy snow coming down for several minutes. And when that happens, it does a couple of things. We see the result here. What it does is it can cover the road really quickly with snow, and it can also reduce visibilities in a big way. So you're driving along, and if you drive into it, your visibilities go from pretty good, maybe a half mile or a mile, to nothing, just like that.
And one car slows or stops, and other cars behind them, you know, in a circumstance, can be looking around, trying to figure out what's happening, and you don't realize how the speed has slowed in front of you, and that's when accidents happen. You know, Chris, air temperatures are in the mid-20s right now here, about 26, 27 degrees in this area. I took a look at the DOT cams, and it appears that it's north of, or it happened around exit 24. So, you know, at exit 22, if you're going northbound, you're going to need to get off if there's not a backup there already.
Yeah, because the interstate is closed, and you can see why here. Lanes, and pretty much the whole thing blocked, at least from this vantage point. And we're still getting pictures here into the Weather Channel, and so we're still getting an idea, and the details are still not completely known. But there are a lot of vehicles. Just try to count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, And there's more back
on
there.
social media, I've seen reports, and again, I don't know if it's accurate or just an estimate, but I've seen reports on social media that it's anywhere from 50 to 100 cars involved.
And not surprising at all when you see this. And then the fire as well. And that looks like the smoke. We did see a picture earlier of the fire itself and then the dark skies. And there it is. You can really see the flames right here and then that smoke going vertically. And the thing is also with the smoke, it's the wind really not much of a factor because if it was windy, you would see the smoke blowing off. And it could be in the higher elevations, but right here when the vertical rise tells you wind's not much of a factor.
Winds are about 5 miles per hour max. The wind is not really a factor at all, and probably wasn't a factor in blowing around the snow to reduce visibility. It was just that the snowfall, the intensity of it, came down so fast in such a short period of time.
Yeah, and these pictures look like they're right after the accident as well, because with these big flakes coming down, you don't see a lot of accumulation on the vehicles themselves. A little bit right there. But so this is, again, breaking news here on the Weather Channel. We're watching parts of Interstate 93 northbound that are closed north of exit 24.
Air temperatures in the mid-20s. So for all these people who are stuck right here, it's cold. Temperatures are in the mid-20s right now. We'll have more on this and your winter weather update coming up.
I've seen hurricanes, floods, I've seen tornadoes. We give out Duracell batteries after the worst happens. And when the power's out for days, we stay with them. You might say they lost everything, but that's not what I see. I see a different kind of power. I saw it in Ruth, Adam, Tom. It's the power they have inside of them. The power to move forward.
At Duracell, we believe that's the power that never, ever goes out.
That leaky roof will cost you thousands in repairs, and gushing gutters can destroy your home's foundation. Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Seal, the brand everyone trusts to coat, seal, and stop leaks fast. Just a quick shot, and Flex Seal fills cracks and holes, stopping the toughest leaks while remaining completely flexible. It's actually liquid rubber in a can. To show you the amazing sealing power of Flex Seal, we replaced the bottom of this boat with a screen door and covered it in Flex Seal. After a day on the water, not only does it stay afloat, but the inside is completely dry. And for places that are light, you're gonna love Flex Seal Bright. Ideal on lighter surfaces. Perfect for quickly repairing decorative items. This light coating holds back water. A lot of water. It's like the Hoover Dam in a can. Use Flex Seal Clear to coat and protect. Now everything in plain sight can be sealed watertight. We replaced the bottom of this boat with plexiglass, drilled over 100 holes, and covered them in Flex Seal Clear. Not only does it stay afloat, but Flex Seal Clear keeps all the water out of the boat. Hello, fishy. Roofs and gutters, kitchens and bathrooms, pools, patios, and so much more. Don't call a repairman to fix leaks. You can get Flex Seal right now for just $19.99. And check this out. Flex Seal is available in all these incredible new colors. But wait, we're going to double your order and send you 2 cans of Flex Seal in your choice of clear, original, or bright for just $19.99. You're going to love Flex Seal. Here's how to order.
To order Flex Seal, call 1-800-581-9778 or go to getflexseal.com. Flex Seal colors now available. Call 1-800-581-9778 or go online now.
Fire in the hole.
Sunday.
I think we got company.
Oh, wow.
Not the good kind either.
Amanda confronts a claim jumper.
He's waiting for us to leave so he can dig our hole through the night. If he comes up, it's on.
I'm the luckiest woman in the world because I was one of the first people to sail on Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line's beautiful Grand Celebration, the newest cruise to the Bahamas, and by far the best cruise ship to ever sail from the port of Palm Beach. With 2 nights on the ship, great food, lots of pampering, a spectacular day in the Bahamas, and prices from just $149, you can get lucky too by calling 800-814-7100 today. I had so much fun that the next time I take a 2-night cruise, I'm going to add a 2-night stay in the Bahamas at a beautiful resort with soft white sand beaches and crystal clear water. This 4-night Bahamas cruise and resort stay package is the best vacation value anywhere. Call 800-814-7100. That's 800-814-7100. And let the fun begin.
No obligation, so call toll-free at 1-800-200-6120.
Look at this!
Listen to that!
See this winter like never before. Amazing starts here. The Weather Channel Mornings.
Currently in our area, 81 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower. High 81. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Low 72. Winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, partly cloudy. High 82. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Breaking news right now on the Weather Channel. In New Hampshire, a multi-vehicle pileup. This on Interstate 93. A lot of cars involved. The New Hampshire Department of Transportation does confirm a large pileup, and we can see from the pictures we received here into the Weather Channel near Ashland in New Hampshire along Interstate 93. NHDOT could not confirm the exact number of cars, but we have seen there are several, at least a dozen.